Hello and welcome back to HoI4 with our Germany campaign, where we might be in a little bit of trouble soon, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how bad it gets. So far could be worse, and then we haven't been called in yet. That's the issue. Fuel actually. Really? Well, we are barely producing it, so that makes sense. Got quite a few in the total percentage. Good. It is December 31st. It's not as fast as it gets, unless I would let it take over to the 1st of January, but I doubt that a tiny percentage would have made a difference. So let's wait for our tanks to arrive, and then we'll join in the war. Yes, 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 everybody. I know you want me in here. Imperial Germans.
Befehle?
Thought. I don't want to attack though, but I want to have my tanks at least in the front line and have some solidarity. Portugal wants us to help. France has called Poland into a war. Yes, 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 I will all join you in your little war.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
And we can immediately just drive in apparently because there's not enough troops at the border. Some of these tanks will meet some resistance, most of them won't. So, immediately get some fuel concerns, but... no, I need some other stuff first. Panzergrenadiers doing great on the invasion of Czechoslovakia. Proving German superiority once again.
Zuhören!
We can take Brno.
Ausrücken!
Maybe we need to take Bratislava, but I doubt it's artillery, you know. The Russians are counter-attacking. They've started their winter offensive. Wow, I'm burning through my fuel fast. You know what? Fuel gain per oil might not be a bad idea right now. It seems that Bratislava is a necessity.
Ausrücken!
Which did it to me? Interesting.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Some fields are still the spot that I want to strike. Please, thank you. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, so fuel's not as bad right now as it was. So we got a couple of refineries coming in. We got a little bit more research, which might hopefully help us. Not gonna spend the 100. Why not? Because I don't have... Really? I'll trade with Sweden, considering it's a fairly safe trade, is it though? I don't know! I don't know. What are we looking at here? What do you got for me? Dismantle Czechoslovakian forts. Doesn't do anything for me, really. Is France involved in this war? Like, it literally the entire war against the Soviet Union. It's great. They are only... Okay, they're in service by requirement still. It's about 9 million manpower ready to burn through, which I don't really have. Still very little knowledge of what the Russians are doing. It seems, however, that we are pushing through. Winter is not as harsh as I expected. There's no weather effect, so...
Ihre Befehle?
Let's go, gentlemen. Oh, we don't have basically this is all plains. I believe most of it. A little bit of forest, but most of it is just plains. Like perfect tanking. Ah, so yeah, look at it. That's what I was snowing is. It's not here. So
Angetreten.
go for the Caucasus. Last Romania. Control over Odessa and Illinois. Yeah. I need knowledge. I need the knowledge. I don't want to replace any of these guys. Is there even a guy that can give me that little bit that I'm missing? No, I can't. Crap. The Russians have ceased their winter offensive. They had some success in Finland, but I think we'll be capable of pushing them back. Thing is, what I'm currently mostly worried about is it worth it to religiously push and keep the pressure on with a pretty significant risk of, yeah, well, a lot of trouble. We've got 3. Okay, let's just push a bit. Wait, why do I still have no manpower? Still not going up fast enough. I guess that's the issue. The units are not breaking through. Yeah, Russians also apparently a large amount of tanks in the front line. Oh, we camp here still. Good. Pretty bad idea to get some logistics in this guys. And we'll get some maintenance companies eventually as well. Right now, that's a bad idea. No storage. No storage. Well, not right now, at least. I need manpower. Rocketry is useful, so I'll go there. See if these guys can get something done. Variant. Probably still in the process of replacing one. Yeah, it's only 8,000. Alright, let's take the city.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Befehle.
Let's see if we can
Ausrücken.
right down to the coast here. Create a little bit of a smaller bit. You know what? This might be too much. I'm thinking maybe. Alright, so pocket is Russian response happened, but this will probably be in my favor. So it looks like my tanks are performing fairly well. Microphone. Just hit the cable and luckily I noticed it stopped recording any audio. Great. Combined arms expert. Both of you. Motor mechanized and
Ihre
mechanized.
Befehle?
It's cheaper, it might be better in the long run. I've never run combined arms before. I think it's an interesting change of things. You know what? The ship's requirement is not a bad idea, but bringing manpower is becoming the bigger issue. Alright, so we have the guns. I do need to adding in some rocket artillery, so we need to start building that. So we're gonna be bitching like, hey, you don't have a template that uses this shit. No. Quite a lot of factories coming in. Fall of Kiev, good. Ukrainian SSR. As I said before, everything that we manage to destroy and take and capture is less construction capacity that the Russians will have in the long run, which is gonna be our victory. We have the advantage in the long run anyway. I'm reminded of the advantage of the United States at some point joining in. However, I doubt they will join in with a fascist nation. However, they should declare they have a war against Japan, which should keep them off our ass. I will, if I get the chance, however, try to take over the faction. But I need more manpower deployed. Will happen at some point. Just don't know when. It's useful, but I really want to get this going. Currently, my priority still is with the Panzergrenadier. And not with getting heavy tanks to support our infantry. However, that is still a plan that I want to start working on. So, I get some more rubber so we can cease trading for it. That's a bad trade deal. It's a bad trade. You know what? No. Just the United States. Maybe Portugal a little bit later, but. Alright, we didn't manage to get a pocket going, but. This is mud. It's the spring rains. Let's wait for that to dry up, shall we?
Bereit!
Put a little bit of pressure on. How far does your front line go? You are... fucking mess it is. I want to see the infantry lines. There we go. Goes up to here.
Los ausrücken!
We're going way too far, actually. No, I'll keep them along the entire front line. That's actually fine. Because it will fill up the gaps that the Panzergrenadiers will create. How much production do we have left in the list? Not as much as I would like. Within the limit of what my economy can run. Don't want to use those provinces just yet. I will take, by the way, the area here for myself if I get the chance. I won't take this yet, but I will take it. It's another part of the victory. Let's see the combat. Tanks with supply ships. Okay. Yeah, see if I can keep them afloat a little bit better. It's a national focus, rocketry. We'll do actually again, rocket research speed. I don't want the research. I don't want the rocket size. I need the factories, but the research speed is good. I'm gonna cancel that lease. That's fine. We have guns, so. don't like how you're set up right now. I want to adjust it. You wait for north. It is 2 armies, but we'll divulge it a little bit. I don't want to get past Moscow, basically. Any tank activity above Moscow is just not going to be in our favor due to the heavy amount of woods that's there. Current fuel. That is a problem. That is a problem. Are you willing to give me control over anything, really? I don't want this one, I want just this one. Oh, they accept it, that's better. Allow me to repair and build any road infrastructure in it, please. Ski, let's go up. There we go. Hopefully that will allow my troops to get some more supply. Oh, these roads are not good, not bad. Local infrastructure is also a problem here. Alright, Poland. Give me the next one. Minsk or Kantelski. Kantelski, I don't care. Minsk. Ask for it. They refused. Bastards. Should have made them. Cease my trade with the United States as well as Sweden. I think we have control over the Baltic Seas, but still. One less. Oh, god damn it. There she goes. Right. How many of these guns have I fielded? Can I see that exactly? Stated. There we go. No, it doesn't say how much I've got fielded. These numbers are insane. Field artillery. Doesn't say me any. Doesn't tell me anything. Army fuel prioritization. Join the army, and the navy, and the air force like that. We have a good stockpile, so it doesn't really matter. But tanks are more useful for us right now. I don't need encryption, I need decryption. And you will research encryption once you're ready. I need to get the radar up and running as well. Just waiting for the research. Come on. Come on. Oh, we're taking it slow. There we go. Alright. All things considered.
Ihre Befehle?
I take this. Spread from here. Just move. Okay. So we'll get rid of this stupid river crossing here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna go and immediately just bypass that one. I'll use you to get me other machines. Did I get the research? Mass motorization. Good. Tigers. There we go. Good. The tanks. I want them to. Let's see if I can get just past there. Just get some insane speed going and see if we can get some interesting stuff happening. Maybe doesn't look like we can do much at all, but we're hurting them. That's the important bit for this. I need one of you to hold. Not gonna go across the river. I can already see it happening. It's just not gonna happen. Actually, maybe it is. Huh. Interesting. Get the Wunderwaffe. Nuclear technology as well as rocket technology.
Auf geht's!
Need one of you to stay behind. Not exactly what I had in mind, but it's fine. We're encountering some of their tanks, which are proving to be a little bit more sturdy than I thought. Don't need resources, really. So, oil, because we're fine on that one. We're done here. Let's get the rocket. I mean, the radar.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Maybe we can do a little fun stuff there. That's not bad. That's happening. Maybe we can get some over here. Surprised they can still penetrate my tanks. My tanks are not bad. Let's see. Armor. That's a reliability issue. I need another 310. However, I think armor right now is more important anyway, so... C variant it is. So 8,500 of them. I love how tanks occasionally just don't look like a successful thing at the start, and then just work. They just bash through at some point. God, these things are fast though. Oh, got a nice little pocket here. It's probably just only one dude. It is only one dude, but it is still a dude that is not anymore over here. However, it just broke open. It's not a pocket actually, mind you. I need you specifically. Okay, so no longer we're gonna have a global front line with these guys. I need one of them to just all go over here. The other one is gonna stay right here. And do a very aggressive push like this. There we go, Rommel, thank you. I need you conquer me in the south here. Come on, get me to the rivers, there we go. Get into Stalingrad. Go. This is taking terrain and resources away from the powers. Let's see. Okay, good. The front line maintained itself. That's always nice. We've no divisions in basic training. Don't really want to do that right now, so that is correct. Good. We made it past Crimea. Thank you. And maybe get some of you to just bypass it. Also, we can remove the Baltic Sea presence soon. Baltic, Jesus Christ, the Black Sea. Come on, man. Wait yourself what the actual stuff is. The names of things. This is where my tanks shine. They're highly mobile, fast divisions. At least, as far as I know, they're fast. 13.2 speed is pretty good. I'm actually wondering something. Can you get mechanized? No, we can't. My motorized are pretty slow though. For now, I guess I want to keep them as they are. I wanted to check something because I'm dabbling in new territory for me. You're not any fast. No, you are faster. You're 10. You're 8, 10, and 12. So you can keep up with the light tanks. So we might not use these mechanized units until I feel they're worthy. God, I love this. Look at that spread. This is what panic looks like. And it's beautiful. I want... How much do we need for the last one? 165. And then we just need to up the main guns and the engines as well. Keep an 80% reliability rate, which is pretty good. The Russians had to move a large amount of troops from the front line away, which is currently causing them to collapse in other ends. Good. Emergency factory conversion. No. Unless we've been invaded and back, but I actually doubt the Russians would do that. Let's see, can we get something?
ausrücken.
And
Ihre
another
Befehle?
pocket has been created.
Ihre Befehle? Angetreten.
Why are we beating them?
Befehle?
I don't know. Because I have very little knowledge of what we're fighting. It's just like there's Russians there or there isn't. That's basically all we know. Seems these templates are pretty shit. There we go. Okay, your task there is done. We got a new one. Go here. Push straight like this. Go. We can cut off everything that is trapped down here right now. That'll be fine. I don't really like how reliant we are on our allies to hold the remaining of the front lines, but it is what it is. I have to work with it. That's that, that's that. We don't care about this. Production is fine. Yes, I need these pretty fast anyway. Put on the pressure and they will fall.
Zuhören.
It is that I want to keep a presence at most points of the front line, otherwise I'm going to build around certain areas already, but things are looking good for us. That's good. We surpassed them in factories, do we? Yeah, on our own. Pretty good, actually. However, we have to focus a little bit on Navy, which they don't, which is a little bit annoying, but who cares? Let's switch template. Your shields become light cruisers, and let's go to the patrol escort. There we go. Save it. Okay. Maybe that changed for these guys. I doubt it. And there we go. Don't know if I have enough for it. Don't think so. With mostly large amount of U-boats. There we go. You're a U-boat. Patrol. Yada yada la la la. You're a submarine thingy. I'm wondering what these guys are set up as. Engage at low risk. Medium repair period or high? No, we're the same. No good. Start patrolling. There we go. There's some Russian resistance. They will probably around now move away a large portion of their factories to the Trans-Urals. If I had to hazard a guess. My Panzergrenadiers, can you switch over to this? Yes. It's not ideal, but it is a start. Let's also stop bitching at the fact that we don't have some things. I think I spent the rest of my... It's not part of a technological sharing group. We aren't? Don't care, don't care. Neither do I care about those. This is the one we have to go here, which you don't want to do yet. Don't want to do that. Well, I guess naval production it is for now. Regular production is looking fine. We're mostly working on repairs anyway. It seems that we've built the factories that I wanted to build. It's time for us to build the remaining large amount of that are naval dockyards. I'm gonna not build all of these. I need something else. Control click, that's the key I was looking for. That's 1. Alright. That's 60. 64. 66. 68. 70. 73. 75. There we go. Let's start with that. Alright, decryption. Good. Well, let's get some rocketry going at least. And we'll keep the researching a little bit of radar, because I think it's useful. I like where we're at with these guys. Rocket artillery is a problem. Transport planes is also a problem. I need to invest a little bit more in you. There we go. We have some artillery remaining. I'm gonna start using less and less of it anyway. Okay, I want to get more radar. This doesn't help me now. This does. Let's take that. Keep up the pressure. This factory counts are lowering. Good. If they had any navy, it's stuck here. Because they can't leave. They might have been able to leave through Asia Minor, say Turkey. What's in there? Naval zone. Afghanistan is resisting. Good. Good. Okay, I can see that there's presence here, so that's good. What we're gonna do is we're gonna shrink the line quite a bit. Put it in the more pronounced area here, and we'll do a spearhead to here. Should concentrate our forces a little bit more on that point. I rarely use spearheads, I know, but I should probably use them with these panzer grenadiers a little bit more. And I think I'm going to just put you on not being there right now. Spread out a little bit more. Those orders are no longer of any concern to us. Eventually it's going to be just pushing in like this, because if we could cut off from the north, that's just what's going to happen. My tanks should try to just push straight ahead. That's it. That's all they are trying to do right now. And we are positively rocketed. Good. Very nice. This is also pretty great to look at. It means that they're having equipment issues. They cannot power their immense army. Good. Upgrade a radar station. When this guy's done, I kind of want to get these Panzerbuchse and do some more infantry research. Basically, you could plate this as well. And I'm making a weird, I'm making weird noises. I'm sorry. I'm doing it on purpose. Just go. You finish the pocket. You capture that northern city. Alright, so this is a problem until our allies kind of clean up that one. So these are all now without support, without any potential equipment. And I think you should try to go as well. More attacks are all good. Right, also we have some more army experience we can spend on better tanks. We're at 34 minutes, I'm just gonna just do that, and then we're gonna call it a video. Alright, with that said, I want to thank you guys for watching, see you hopefully in the next one. Have a very good day, bye-bye.